Hi there, it's day 1 of week 5 of 52 weeks of vlogging. I was going to talk about something else today, but I think I'm going to talk about that on Wednesday instead because I was looking at Facebook and one of my old friends from college, actually a number of my old friends from college, had posted a link to a PBS program on Friday called Need to Know. It's part of their Need to Know series, and it's called After Newtown, Gone Boy. Actually, it might be called After Simon's Rock, Gone Boy, and I think you should watch it. I should probably back up. I mentioned in an earlier video that I went to college before most people go to college, and I did that at a place for people who go to college early. It's a place called Simon's Rock, and it's in Western Massachusetts. And it was a wonderful, amazing, incredible place and experience, and it was a privilege to be there. I'm not going to talk a lot about that because I think that'll be good for a different video, to be honest. But the important thing that you need to know, and the reason that I'm mentioning it now, and the reason that PBS is doing a documentary about it on Friday, is that 2 years before I enrolled there, one of the students purchased a gun and purchased a pack of ammunition and went back to campus and killed people. Not to put it bluntly, but that's what he did. And so I wanted to talk today about my feelings about hearing that this documentary is happening, which are surprisingly mixed, actually. I thought I'd be all like, yes, people are paying attention, this needs to be discussed. And definitely part of me is saying that. There's also a piece of me that feels like something that up until now was very private is about to become very, very public, which, that's kind of a weird feeling. It's like when you write a book and you have all of the time and all of the words that you so carefully choose and craft, and you put it together into this wonderful piece that you are going to share with the world. But you do that knowing from the beginning that you are going to share it with the world. And its journey with you is about to end at some point, and that it will continue its journey with other people, and that those people will then take that book and make it a part of themselves in terms of how it makes them feel and how it makes them think and how it changes their perception of themselves and of the world. This is kind of like that, except that I didn't plan it. You know, like with a book, you plan it. You plan to share it. You're going to share it and you know you're going to share it. Whereas this is kind of like, it was mine and all my classmates and my teachers, but it wasn't something that I had decided to share. I don't feel possessive about it. It's just a very odd feeling that a private piece of you is not going to be private anymore. Does that make sense? I don't know if that makes sense. I think it will be a good thing to watch. I think it could open people's eyes to how an event like a shooting can affect you. And I think it can open people's eyes to how an event like a shooting isn't an event as much as it is a new course. It's like it happens and then it's done happening, but it's kind of never really done happening. It changes you forever. And it changes you in a way that I don't think people who have zero experience can really understand. I don't even have the same level of understanding as the people who were actually there. I came along 2 years after it happened, and even though I made friends with people who had been there, and I was taught by people who had been there, and I came to know and love people who had been there, I was not actually there myself. So it didn't even affect me in the same way that it affected them. But the fact that it affected them and that they then knew me and I knew them changed who I was. I think these kinds of things shape us in a very horrible but also very real and tangible way. I would like you to watch this PBS documentary on Friday, February 22nd. There's a link in the description. It's called Need to Know, After Simon's Rock, Gone Boy. Thanks, and I'll see you tomorrow.